doorway from the garage, grocery bags in both hands. She'd just come home from work, and from the look on her face, she'd heard everything. Our eyes met for a split second. Her expression wasn't shock, it was something sharper, colder, like something inside her had finally cracked. She set the bags down slowly, didn't say a word, just walked past me, straight toward the bedroom. I heard drawers opening, closet doors, the sound of a suitcase zipper. Dad's friends went quiet. One of them muttered something about heading out. I heard the front door close as they left. Dad called out, "Honey, you home?" No answer. 5 minutes later, Mom came back down the stairs. She had 2 suitcases, one in each hand. She walked into the kitchen and looked at Dad. He was still sitting at the table, beer halfway to his mouth, frozen. 30 years, Mom said quietly. You had 30 years to be the man I thought you were. Dad blinked. What are you talking about? I heard what you said about our son. About laughing while he's sleeping on someone's couch because you wouldn't even let him explain. He stole... No, he didn't, Mom said, voice flat. Your other son spent that money at the mall 2 days before he accused him. I saw the charges on my credit card statement. He bought a new pair of Nikes and some gaming headset. He lied, and you believed him because you always believe him. Dad's face went pale. Mom turned to me. Get your things. You're coming with me. I just stood there still holding my guitar. Now, she said. I grabbed my amp and followed her out. Dad didn't move, didn't say a word, just sat there with his beer, staring at the table. We drove in silence to a motel that night. Mom paid for a week up front. The next morning, she opened a bank account I didn't know existed. $31,000. Savings she'd kept separate for years, just in case, she said quietly. We got an apartment across town a week later. 2 bedrooms, small kitchen. It was quiet, but it was ours. My brother called 2 months later. I was in my room when Mom's phone rang. I heard her side of the conversation. Your father wants to talk, he said apparently. Mom told me later he was crying. Said the house felt empty. Said Dad barely spoke anymore. Said he blamed my brother for everything falling apart. Mom listened. Then said, you should have thought about that before you lied. She hung up. My brother tried calling me after that 3 times. I never answered. I'm 17 now. Still living with Mom. I work part-time at a music shop on weekends. Saved enough to buy a new amp. A Fender I'd been eyeing for a year. Sometimes people ask if I miss my old life. I don't, because it was never really mine to begin with.